Okay, so we said we start with the short shots when we're chipping and pitching on the range. This is going to be a warm-up swing. So your swing, as we said, in this case, it's only really going back a short distance, okay? Obviously, this is a full swing now. We know this length of this swing will be a lot longer. If we were to swing the golf club same distance, okay, it would go the similar sort of distance. Further on back, we're now going to get more power, more distance. There's certainly a lot less sway. Your shoulders are turning nicely now, and you're still keeping yourself looking down at the golf ball. You're not turning your left shoulder miles behind, okay? And if we look at the impact condition here now, impact there, come back to the golf ball, impact there, clear all those lines. Barring the width of the stance, we look at just the top half, okay? The arms are blurring a little bit because there's more speed and power, but for the most part, it's a very similar position there. Yeah. Staying over the ball there, head sort of staying focused on the ball. And we're rotating the left shoulder now is starting to obviously rise up as it would do because you're rotating your body. That's obviously going to be turning up and going higher. Left arm now is nicely close to the body, nicely close, not the old sort of pulling away you used to had. So by practicing the sort of contact of these short shots, it then sort of resonates throughout your bag through the next shot. So you start off by striking it better to start with, and then that impact condition, because basically the impact condition is all we work on is just impact. So that movement through the golf ball here, where we stay nice and connected, we want that same movement here, the impact area there, you see. Same movement, same good contact. You can see the golf ball there coming off the club face nicely, releasing the club and body up onto that left side. Lovely full movement now up onto your left side. Really, really good swing. But by going through sort of the first 10 or 15 minutes, hitting shots now like that with the club going back a short distance, you kind of find where the ball is in relation to the distance the golf ball is from your sternum or from your eyes or from your chest, whatever you want to work on as a measurable, and then you just find it. Once you've done 3 or 4 swings of that, you get used to it, then you go to a longer club, build up, so you go through your bag. So a practice routine would start off with maybe a dozen or so chip shots, then maybe have 4 or 5 shots to a 10 yard, a 20 yard, a 30 yard, and a 40 yard, just to practice your distances, so you start learning the different lengths of backswing. So your first chip shot would go to here, your second swing would go to there, your third swing would go to there, your fourth one would go to there, and hit the golf ball and see how far it goes. Yeah. Then you go through your ball, like we say, you go from start with sand iron, go up to 9-iron, 7-iron, maybe a 5-iron, hybrid, and then your driver, and then come back down, maybe going 3-wood, 6-iron, 8-iron, wedge. So you warm up, build up to your big clubs, and then you warm down with the short clubs, as you would do playing any of the sport. You play rugby, football, tennis, you warm up, stretch, then you play the sport, flat out pace, and then you warm down, you stretch down, yeah? It's the same sort of thing with golf. We just see golf as a sport. You whack a golf ball and off you go. It's a walking sport, so you need to warm up, do you? But in reality, you're swinging that golf ball at about 80 miles an hour in some cases. You have to warm up to that, don't you? So we can practice the short shots. It's good practice, and we don't then neglect the short game, as we know we often do. People do shots on the golf course all the time, and when we go to chipping and practicing the short game, it's rarely done. So we go to the range and beat 7-irons as hard as we can, and that's your favourite club. So what's the first club you grab from the bag? I just want with my 7-iron. Then you go to the favourite, your comfort blanket sort of thing, yeah? Make sure we do all the clubs in the bag so you know what each club does. And then you could try some of these chip shots with a 7-iron, see how it goes. What sort of results do we get? So you experiment a bit more to learn what each and individual club can do.
Well, the same token, you're improving your game by practicing.
Exactly, you're practicing the right things, not just beating a golf ball.